You're watching Detroit's first high-definition newscast. 7 Action News at 11.
Feel the chill in the air. A frost advisory is giving southeast Michigan the chills tonight. Good evening. I'm Stephen Clark.
And I'm Diana Lewis. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jerry Hodak to find out how low we'll go. Chief?
Well, we're going to go from chilly where we are now down to cold before the night is out. So far, temperatures aren't too bad as we check some of our weather bug locations right now. We've got Detroit City Airport at 46 degrees. The temperature at Troy Airport out in Troy is 50 degrees. Now, notice there really isn't any wind at all, so it's really not feeling a whole lot colder than that, but it's down to 45 now, also at the Livingston County Airport out in Howell. So we're on our way. A few more hours now, and temperatures will be dropping into the 30s. There is a frost advisory in effect for all of southeastern Michigan, but it excludes Metro Detroit. In other words, the Wayne County area and also Monroe County. But all the other counties are included in this frost advisory. And the time that we expect the coldest air will be anywhere from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Once the sun comes up a little after 6, it starts to warm the air up. By 8 o'clock, we should be well away from the frost temperature. So if you have any tender plants, you certainly want to protect them now, because give it another couple of hours or so, temperatures will be dropping down into the upper 30s in the suburban areas. And by tomorrow morning, they'll be in the mid, even some of the spots will be in the low 30s tonight. Now, not all the areas within those counties will get frost tonight. It'll be patchy, but nonetheless, we do expect to see some frost by tomorrow morning. We'll take a look at some specific temperatures coming up here in just a few minutes.
Jerry, tender plants, heck, protect yourself.
It's not cold to us. We're going to heat things up.
No.
Oh, we're going to heat it up with the Pistons heading to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they finally put away the pesky Bulls in Chicago tonight. Sports director Don Shade is here with highlights, and glad to say highlights.
You cannot give up on these guys and doubt them at any time.
Oh, no.
That is just the kind of people that they are, the players that they are, and they're going back for the 5th time to those finals. They showed the Bulls and everybody else what a team with loads of playoff basketball experience can do. They played tough. They played smart. They hit big shots. They eliminated the Bulls in 6 games, 95-85. Late in the 4th, the game in doubt. Here's 2 huge baskets back-to-back. Rashid's jumper put him up by 10, and Tayshaun's patented hook put him up by 12. Look at Tayshaun's reaction. He was excited. Pistons into the Eastern Conference Finals once more. And what about the Wings out west against the Ducks? They were down 3-1, but came back. Cleary out front, jams it in right there to tie the game at 3. And that is where they stand after 2 periods, 3-3, trying to come home up 3-1. Tom Lydon is in Chicago. He'll have post-game for you coming up in sports about 15 minutes from now.
Ooh, how sweet it is.
It's good, Di. It's good. They're waiting for the Cleveland Jersey winner to play in the Eastern Conference Finals.
All right.
Thank
now
you,
they get
Don.
to wait and
Rest up a
for a
little
while.
bit.
Yeah, exactly. In the news tonight, a local mom talks about some frightening moments when her son ended up on the wrong school bus.
Action News reporter Cheryl Choden is live with details. Cheryl?
Diana, can you imagine going to the school bus stop to pick up your child, and your child isn't even on the bus? That happened to a young mom in Romeo.
I was in fear. I mean, when I came back here, I was crying. I'm like yelling at them, Joey's not on the bus. I don't know where he is.
Barbara Jacobs had some brief but terrifying moments yesterday when her 5-year-old son Joey didn't get off his school bus. And that's because Joey wasn't even on the bus. She called the school.
And I even asked him, is he sitting in the office? Did he make a mistake and didn't get on the bus? You know, and then when they said they didn't have him, then I really started panicking, like, where is he?
It turns out little Joey got in the wrong line at school and got on the wrong bus. Barbara says she learned that 5th graders put the children on their bus, and that's of great concern to her.
What happens if somebody walked up and said to that 5th grader, hey, I'm supposed to take that kid home today? That 5th grader's going to be like, okay.
And Barbara says what really upset her was the way she was treated by school workers and the principal.
The school never called me back to find out if he was okay. And then when the principal did call me back, he told me I had no right to be upset.
Now, the superintendent did call Barbara twice to apologize, also called us and said he'll be reviewing the policy to make sure this never happens again. I'm Cheryl Choden, Channel 7 Action News.
Frightening time for any mother. Thank you, Cheryl. And Hazel Park High School will be under lockdown tomorrow. A bomb threat was discovered at the end of the school day today. Michigan State Police K-9 searched the school but didn't find anything. Security will be tight tomorrow. No backpacks will be allowed, and students could be searched. A reward is being offered for information about the threat.
Only on 7 tonight, the law is finally catching up with a man who's been running it from it for years. Durard Fathi is charged with molesting children in Oak Park. Police say he took off 7 years ago after a little boy first made the allegations. Now we're told a second child has come forward. Investigators finally caught up with him in Sweden last month and extradited him to the U.S. Fathi is also under investigation in Madison Heights and in Pontiac. A suspected internet predator is accused of traveling hundreds of miles for sex with an underage girl here in Michigan. State investigators say 46-year-old David Griffith flew in from Kansas for the rendezvous. They arrested him in Ferndale. Griffith apparently thought he'd been chatting online with a 13-year-old girl, but it was really an undercover agent. We're told he sent graphic images of himself, including having sex with animals.
A 3-day crackdown on child abuse in Wayne County put 20 people in handcuffs. Police arrested people like Patrick Clark, who's accused of violating terms of his sentence for sex abuse. We're told he never registered as a sex offender and lived in a home with young children. The sheriff says he believes sweeps like this prevent more abuse. Detroit police are looking for a gunman who shot a man and ran off with his wallet. It happened on Chopin Street on Detroit's southwest side. Juan Hernandez was in front of his house taking groceries out of his car. Police say Hernandez was hit twice. He's on life support at a local hospital, but his family tells Action News Tonight.
Dangerous dogs in a Detroit neighborhood are forcing people to fetch their own mail. Post office is so concerned about it, it suspended mail service for people living on Green Lawn, Woodingham, and Chippewa Streets on Detroit's west side. Mail carriers will not return to the routes until the dog problem is under control. Your cell phone could alert you if the price of gas is about to make a jump at the pump. Meijer is offering a new service called the Gas Alert Program. Meijer will text your cell phone 2 to 3 hours before they plan to raise the price of gas. If you'd like to register, you can log onto our websites and look under the Call Bill for Action section.
Is there a problem with where you buy lottery tickets?
I would just tell people to be very careful.
This woman says it almost cost her $200 grand. An Action News investigation coming up on Action News at 11.
Plus, the stars of Grey's Anatomy talk about their favorite scenes this season.
And listen up, ladies. There are several new stores coming to our area. We'll tell you which ones next on Action News.
Detroit's best morning news. More local news, more weather, more traffic, and the latest school closings. Tomorrow on 7 Action News This Morning. On air, online, on your side.